What's up, you guys? It's Steve here, and this is your stimulus check update slash stimulus package update slash taxes update, as we've received word that there are massive delays being reported by the IRS, and we're seeing articles come out like this that say the IRS holding over 29 million unprocessed tax refunds, delaying refunds for many low-income Americans. At least 8 million returns have been placed in suspense until an IRS employee can review them. And we're hearing, yes, this is going to be an individual manual review for over 8 million potential refunds. So you guys, I'm going to be diving into the latest, letting you know about these delays that they're saying could delay not only refunds, but also stimulus checks. We're hearing about the latest waves that are going out. And as you guys know, next week is going to be a huge week, as we're going to be seeing the unveiling of the American Families Plan. This is the second portion of the infrastructure package that we're expecting to have a lot of provisions that are going to be helping out families, which could include stimulus checks, an extension of the child tax credit, and additional provisions that are currently being proposed by Democratic leaders. Literally over a dozen proposals are on the table to be included that will help you out. So I'm going to get you guys caught up on the latest, keep you up to date as to what's going to be coming out here as of today, April 25th, 2021. But before we dive in, if you could do me a quick favor, it'll just take a second. If you like and appreciate these updates, keeping you up to date on stimulus, Congress, the economy, anything having to do with money, don't forget to smash that like button, leave your comments, and share this video out on social media platforms. Those simple gestures just take a second. They help me out a lot. Thank you so much. And if this is your first time here, don't forget to come and join the viewing community, the Ram Fam, by smashing the subscribe button and turning on that notification bell. Also, be sure to follow me on Instagram at SteveRam3. Consider joining the Patreon group to get exclusive access to me and these articles and any trades I'm doing before they hit YouTube. And also remember that here on YouTube, when I respond to your comments, you're always going to see a gray stripe on my name. And if you don't see that, it's not me. It's those pesky scammers trying to pose as me, trying to steal your information. I never leave random WhatsApp numbers in the comments down below, and I don't ask for your bank account information, okay? I'm not here to take your information. I'm here to give you information. And with that being said, let's go ahead and do that. I'm going to dive right in, get you caught up on the latest as to what we're hearing regarding stimulus, the package, and taxes. All right, so link in the description below to this article that just came out that says the IRS is holding more than 29 million tax returns for manual processing, delaying refunds for many low-income Americans as the agency struggles to adopt a slew of pandemic-related changes, according to its internal watchdog. And what we're hearing is, yes, all of the laws that have been changing, all of the stimulus checks that need to go out, all of the refunds, they're saying that this is a massive, massive load that's being put on the IRS, and they're saying there's going to be significant delays. And it says, as one would expect, the IRS employees are stretching thin, working through the manual processing of these returns. National taxpayer advocate Aaron Collin wrote in a recent blog post, so if the taxpayer's return is pulled for manual processing, there will be delays. And yes, this is going to be a manual review. An individual is going to sit down and review this manually. It's not going to be going through an automated process. So this is going to be slowing things down significantly. And it says at least 8 million returns have been placed in suspense until an IRS employee can review them to ensure the taxpayers receive the fully promised stimulus check money. IRS officials are also calculating the earned income tax credit and the child tax credit, two tax credits for lower income Americans that were expanded in President Biden's $1.9 trillion relief package. Now, on top of that, 5.3 million 2019 or 2020 paper returns are awaiting manual processing as well, while 4.7 million returns have processing errors or fraud identification issues that require response from the taxpayers. The IRS withheld 11 million business returns for manual processing. So I've had a lot of people every day now asking me, what is the deal? I still haven't gotten my returns. It's possible that you could be in a pause or suspense status due to these massive delays due to all of this workload being piled on to the IRS. Now, the article says that from a taxpayer perspective, it feels like returns have fallen into a black hole. They do not know what is going on, when they're going to be getting the refund, why it is being delayed, or how to even get answers. Collins wrote, and it says that's because in addition to the high volume of the 2020 returns that are being manually processed, the IRS is grappling with a massive backlog of processed 2019 paper tax returns and the Herculean task of delivering millions of stimulus checks, and they're doing this all at the same time. And it says Collins estimates that, listen to this, just 1 out of 50 calls to the IRS customer service representative service line is being answered. So if you get through, congratulations, you're 1 out of 50. IRS Commissioner Chuck Rettig previously told lawmakers during congressional testimonies that the agency had received 21.4 million taxpayer calls by April 2nd. Now it says there was no way to predict the pandemic and the impact that it would have on our call volume, filing season, and hiring, Rettig said at the time. We are still working through the impacts of the pandemic, which created staffing shortages and closures, and we have been experiencing a much higher than expected call volume, coupled with an increase in call handling time caused by greater call complexity due to 3 rounds of EIPs and other tax law changes as well. So in other words, they are just swamped and they're having trouble handling the massive workload that's been put upon them. It says in March, the IRS delayed the main April 15th tax filing deadline until May 17th, giving most Americans more time to prepare for filing their taxes this season amid a slew of pandemic-related policy changes. It also postponed the deadline for people to contribute to their individual retirement accounts and health savings accounts until May 17th. So in this particular article, I didn't see anywhere where it's specified when people can expect to see those refunds come in. But as we heard with the $10,200 of tax-free unemployment benefits, they said you can expect to see that in mid-May. So I would guess maybe it's going to be that same time. If I hear any updates, I'll be sure to let you guys know here on the channel. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let me know if you've received your refund, or if you're one of the many people that are still waiting, or if you've received word that you're one of the ones in suspense status awaiting a manual review. Now, in addition to that, we also heard that there could be delays to stimulus checks. Well, right now I'm going to let you know about the latest waves that have been coming out. Here's an article that just came out last night that says stimulus checks, plus up payments, IRS delivery deadlines, everything else to know. It says the IRS is sending out stimulus money out for weeks and months more. Here's what you need to know about getting a plus-up stimulus payment, delivery deadlines, and what to do if there's a problem with your check. Now, right here, I'm just going to be jumping into these charts that I think are the most valuable for you guys in this video. And here you can see, here are stimulus check payments made to date. And you can see all the deliveries of direct payments, how many were sent, and how they're sending them out pretty much weekly. So you can expect to see new waves every week. So if you haven't gotten it yet, every week new ones are coming out. So don't fret. What we're hearing is they actually have till the end of the year. So the vast majority of them have already gone out. However, they're still sending out more and more batches every single week. So hopefully it'll come here very soon. And you can see they've sent out direct deposits, how many they've sent. Paper checks have gone out, EIP cards, direct express cards, and plus-ups. And this includes SSI, SSDI, veterans, railroad benefits. All of these different payments have already started going out. The first waves, more are to follow. Now, the article says that the IRS stimulus payment schedule through December. The majority of the third stimulus check payments have gone out from the IRS and U.S. Treasury, at least based on what the IRS has to handle to determine payment amounts. Now, the March stimulus law, however, gives these federal agencies, as we mentioned, till December 31st of 2021 to send out all the third checks. That gives the IRS room to process 2020 tax returns and square up payments for those who are owed plus-up amounts. Folks who file a 2020 tax extension, and other groups like those who moved or don't have a filed address, such as the homeless. If all or part of the stimulus check doesn't arrive by then, you'll need to claim missing money via your 2021 tax return in April of 2022, a year from now. This would be similar to the recovery rebate credit for claiming missing money from the first 2 checks, which is currently in effect for the 2020 taxes. So if you didn't get those first 2 stimulus checks, you need to claim it on your 2020 taxes right now. If you don't get this third stimulus check by the end of the year, then you're going to have to claim it on your 2021 taxes when you file a year from now. And just to help out visually, here's a chart that they provided. Be sure to take a look at it here on the screen. I'll put it up for you. Stimulus check delivery start and end dates. You can see the first direct deposits went out March 17th, first paper checks March 15th, EIPs March 22nd, Social Security, SSI, SSDI payments went out April 3rd, most arrived April 7th, first plus-up payments went out April 3rd, veterans benefits, those checks went out April 14th, IRS deadline to finish sending checks is going to be December 31st, the end of the year. Last date to receive a check is going to be January of 2022 if it's going to be mailed to you. And then the final claims for missing stimulus money, 2021 tax season, likely in 2022. So that's pretty much the time frame, the calendar for you guys, so you can understand how these checks are supposed to roll out. And lastly, just very quickly, wanted to let you guys know that if you haven't heard already, this upcoming week is going to be a very big week for stimulus, as we're expecting President Joe Biden to unveil the American Families Plan. Now, just to clarify, this is the second portion of the infrastructure package. The first portion is the one they're assembling right now, known as the American Jobs Plan. That's going to be focused on infrastructure specifically. The second one is going to be focused on helping out families and people directly. This is where we're expecting we could potentially see a fourth stimulus check, a fourth or fifth, and some are calling for multiple reoccurring monthly checks. In addition to that, we've also heard a proposal placed on the table to extend out the child tax credit for an additional 4 years, meaning parents with children ages 17 and under would get stimulus checks every single month for 4 years going forward. Also, we're hearing that there are other provisions that they're proposing putting on the table. We're hearing there's over a dozen right now that President Biden is receiving pressure from Democratic leaders to include in this package. Now, here's an article that just came out, and it says also, Democratic senators are pushing Biden to include health care in the American Families Plan. And just really quickly, it says President Joe Biden is set to unveil the next phase of his massive plan to rebuild American economies this week. And a collection of Democratic senators from a broad ideological spectrum are asking the president to make sure the proposal includes improvements to the healthcare system. So you guys, I'll be sure to keep you up to date on that. But this week upcoming is going to be a huge week for stimulus. So there you guys have it. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. And once again, if you made it this far and you haven't already, don't forget to smash that like button. It helps out the channel. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button to come and join the viewing community. Join the Ram fam. Follow me on Instagram at SteveRam3. Use the links in the description below to get free stocks and free cryptocurrency. Consider joining the Patreon group to get exclusive access to me and you guys. I hope this reaches you well. Hope you have a blessed Sunday. I'll see you guys in the next video. Take care. God bless. This is Steve.